Once upon a time, in a small town, there lived a naughty girl named Nimi. She studied in second standard. She lived with her parents. Nimi's father worked in the city, and her mother took care of her. She would make delicious food and sew beautiful clothes for her. Nimi loved playing outside, but her mother always warned her not to go out alone, especially during noon, fearing that a disguised kidnapper might harm her. One sunny day, Nimi couldn't resist the temptation of the beautiful birds chirping in the yard. She pleaded with her mother to let her go outside. "Nimi, Mama, I want to go outside. Look, there's a beautiful bird sitting on the wall." "Mother, no, sweetie. It's noon and it's not safe outside. Stay here and play with your toys." Nimi made a sad face but obeyed her mother and started playing with her dolls. However, curiosity got the better of her, and when her mother and she took an afternoon nap, Nimi woke up to a surprise visit from a little rat. Startled by the rat, Nimi jumped up and decided to explore the yard. She saw colorful butterflies fluttering around flowers, and her excitement grew as she tried to catch them. Little did Nimi know that danger lurked nearby. A rogue, dressed as a beggar, had been watching and waiting for the perfect moment. When Nimi was lost in chasing butterflies, the rogue approached silently and kidnapped her. The rogue, whose name was Bala, took Nimi to a secret hiding place where other children were kept in a prison. Every day, Bala and his companions would teach them to beg money in public. Children had to hand over all the money to Bala. They were bound to follow their instructions. The poor children endured beatings and hardships, forced into a life they didn't choose. Years passed, and Nimi grew up in this unfortunate situation. One day, as she was secretly exploring the area, she discovered her clothes that she was wearing when she was kidnapped. Her identity card from Standard 2 was also there with the clothes. She quietly picked up her identity card and hid it from Bala, realizing it might be her ticket to freedom. Nimi decided it was time to escape. With the stolen identity card, she carefully planned her departure. Late one night, when the guards were least expecting it, Nimi gathered her courage and, along with some newfound friends, broke free from Bala's clutches. They navigated through dark alleyways and hidden paths, avoiding the watchful eyes of the rogue. Nimi led the way, determined to reach her parents. Finally, after a challenging journey, they arrived at Nimi's town. The night had passed and it was early morning. Nimi and her friends continued their journey, asking the direction from people whomever they met in the way. At last, Nimi approached her home, nervous but hopeful. She knocked on the door, and when it opened, her parents stood there in disbelief. Tears of joy filled their eyes as they embraced their long-lost daughter. Nimi's friends were welcomed too. Nimi revealed her incredible journey, and her parents listened with a mix of shock and relief. The identity card she had saved all those years became the key to reuniting with her family. Together, they reported Bala and his nasty friends to the authorities, ensuring that they would no longer harm innocent children. Nimi's story became a symbol of courage and hope, inspiring others to stay vigilant and protect their loved ones.